Alright. Hello everyone, welcome again to our weekly race in Azida Corsa competition. It has been a while since our last live stream on YouTube, and today this is our first live stream in 2022. We're coming back again to Azida Corsa competition with 45 drivers here, which is ready to qualify in our race today in Silverstone. So, currently we have so many familiar names, but also we have seen some other new folks too, which is just joining our weekly race today. And yeah, so Jay just about to grab some stats. Let's see, guys. Hold a second. Alright, so currently it is in qualifications, but I've seen some the trapper are still on the pit. Not sure. Alright. I honestly don't have any idea, guys, why it's stopped. Why everyone is still on the pit. I'll just try to quit the game and come back again and see whether it solves some issue that I have.
Green light, give it okay.
Alright, so yeah, we're back again, guys. So finally, it starts working now. Alright, so yeah, let's see what has been happened so far in the qualification session. So alright, so I already got some data with regards so far for the qualifications. So currently we have Ilham scheduled for the pole position so far, and there's 8 minutes left of qualification. Oh no, actually, Tracy Martin already passed Ilham scheduled for the pole position so far on this Silverstone race. So surprisingly, guys, top 3, or even like top most of the driver on the top 10 are using BMW. So this car race has been hot car so far in as the course of competition. The new cars has been just released for this season. The latest update, the latest big update from the course of competition, along with some updates on physics. Also driver here actually love to use the BMW, and even like in this very last updates, like just a couple of hours ago, this BMW has just already got some kind of updates from Kunos. It's not sure what actually kind of performance it is affected by this update of the game, but it seems like BMW is really something in this race, something we have never seen before. The people are using BMW, but currently BMW is the most favorite car from this race. So for like 45 drivers, like maybe I can say like more than 40% of the drivers are using BMW. Let's see, we'll have Nyoto and Dikar Moana still using Ferrari for this race. Kugun Branto is actually the pro driver from Javasim. He's also enjoying this race. We are using BMW as well. Reyes on 6th position so far, using GT3 Continental. So still seeing Spain nowadays able to get into the top 10 is something not surprising because like most of race 4 last race that we're doing and seeing witnessing Bentley has been a popular car rather than now surprisingly BMW is taking the lead. Yudhishthira, Fardiansha, something later. Another driver from Javasim is actually also on the position is the Dayat Nickler. Surprisingly, double Nickler here is 8 and 9 positions, and the boost you see is BMW. So this is for the top 10 so far. Let's see whether there will be some changes in the top 3 of the race today, because it's just very nice to see the driver here doing their best, enjoying the race on one of the most favorite track, I guess, like the top 5 I can say, top track in the world, iconic Silverstone, British things. So Presley is still on the top. Ilham and Nyoto, Andika Maulana maybe struggling so far to beat BMW and see whether BMW here can be less dominance, because we see that Andika Maulana is one of the top icon in chassis racing. Let's see whether using Ferrari is able to really improve the gap with the pole positions. As you can see to as well, the Silverstone is on track to get it kind of reducing the gap. Each of the corner has to be done perfectly, but as a caliber as the kind of more maybe something possible to do. So yes, actually there's a lot of gap here, and surprisingly President Martono is, wow, is setting really good racing bar here, 157, still split second gap with President Martono. Tinggal Maulana 0.8, it's almost 1 second gap. Fernando surprisingly as well, also really close with Andika Maulana in 57 gap with pole position. So guys, this is it. This is the things that we have been witnessing so far for the race. Let's see whether all driver here is able to give us such elements of surprises for race that will happen in less than 3 minutes. Alright, let's see guys. Very exciting. It's very exciting of course to see what kind of performance the driver is going to show to us. I'm going to change system camera here. So to rotate some. Let's see. Yeah, so this is my first time also doing this broadcasting myself. Usually I was accompanied by our race director, is also our CEO, Mr. Pandita. And forgive me guys if I just messing around with this live stream, as I was learning to do some lot of things. Yeah, so this is it. This is what we have so far. You can see when I switch the toggle, you can see the overall positions from the qualifications. Yeah, 2 minutes remaining for the qualifications. Jose Maldonado is still setting the bar high for the pole positions, which is surprisingly William Sunito is only less than 0.01 split second with the pole position of Brazil Martano. It's supposed to be a very good battle on the race to see how the performance of this driver, but also surprising me too as well is actually 1 to 4 is being dominated by BMW, and Dika Ramamolana is still surviving to get to improve their 0.8 time so far on the race. Yeah, so like most of the pole position here is already on the pit, and we can see Ilham is struggling here right now, trying to improve his time. It's less than 1 minute remaining, so I guess it is going to be the final lap. Oh, he's slowing down. So yeah, has been scored. Ilham simply has to be pretty satisfied with the time here now. It's 0.4 seconds for Ilham to get pole position. And Dika Ramamolana, oh my god, finally he's able to improve his time. 0.2 something, and leading and crawling to the 4 positions, almost at the top 3 for the start. But yeah, interesting is and the guys just has to deal with some traffic that he has seen here. But let's see whether I don't think that he is going to score a new time by the traffic that he is actually facing. But with all the traffic maybe on the qualification, there is some advantages that maybe Garamona may be seen, because he actually can get that kind of slipstream from the car in front of him. So nothing impossible now, but yeah, Andika is already stored the car on the pit and waiting for the race to be started. And yeah guys, it is going to be a very interesting race to follow. And yeah, let's see. Alright, so I just about to share this live stream to our channel. Let's see whether there's some folks missing to see our weekly race live stream. Able to also gather together here now. Stream to our channel. Let's see whether Alright guys, so the season has been ended. So currently all the 45 driver here is ready to getting started. I want to check on the bottom position, and surprisingly, guys, Bill Ebenhazer has to start from the bottom. I'm not sure what is happening right now, but our driver from Javasim, Bill Ebenhazer, is starting from the last positions with BMW, followed by Luhung Nuraga, Lapus, Rian Chandra, July, or maybe not sure what's happening, but this 45 driver right now is ready to race. Less than 1 minute remaining for the start of the race. So, yeah, let's see, guys. Supposed to be fun race to see, and there will be a mandatory pit stop on this race. This is only for refueling, so no other changes that might possibly
20 seconds.
able to be do by the drivers. It's supposed to be follow a good strategy for each driver to maintain
10 seconds.
and to starting with how many fuel you store into your car. Alright, so just hoping this race is going to be a good race. Also, we are still maybe a little bit worry about the server performance, as you see that some of drivers are coming from outside overseas too as well, which is absolutely is affecting our race performance. So our pole position, let's say Martano, has been start the grid. Right, let's say Martano now is going to start the grid. It's kind of difficult, I can say, guys, because as you can see, most of the cars are pretty much similar. They're using the livery, the default official livery from the car, which is looks really similar for all of them. Yeah, so let's see whether I can toggle the name. There's gonna be a shortcut here to toggle name. Trying to see. Oh, this way I can see the name. But when I put that on the broadcast mode, the name is just disappear. Maybe you guys able to help me with something here. No worries, we can just stick with view like this. Hopefully able to identify the driver based on because all the top 3 are the same car actually and using the same livery. Yeah. Alright. Going back again, guys, and it will start soon. Right, let's see Martono, Wilms United, Ham, Olabe, Yudhistira, and Andika Ramon. The only other car than BMW on this top 5. It's kind of interesting because you can see here there's are 1, 2, 3 cars, and the Garamola is actually on the 5th positions. But not sure why he is actually looks like he is on 4th. Interesting. Can I toggle to this? Okay, so this Presimartono, Williams Nyuto, Ilham, and Andika Ramola and Yudhistira is actually on the 5th positions. Okay, so each of the driver is need to coming to the pit stop to serve the mandatory pit stop for refuel only. So you can see here the 3 drivers are it's a full formation lap. Alright, so all driver is already lining up. It's a double line up. Start race, as you can see, Preston Martono, Williams Newton, Ilham, and Dika Maulana is currently on top grid. This race is just about to start, and here we go, guys. So green light for the race today. Preston Martono is almost getting. Preston Martono is getting wide on the outside. While I guess it's actually Williams Newton is leading the race right now, followed by Dika Maulana, just side by side with Preston Martono. Dika Maulana is taking advantage by by the carry on speed that he already gets. Is very interesting, guys, for the first corner of the track. The first few corners, and Dika Maulana is actually able to get and getting to position, getting some position from Preston Martono and Ayudhistira, where Williams is already getting so fast in the track, and Dika Maulana is trying to catch up. So far, Williams very interesting indeed. Williams is already putting 1 second gap with Dika Maulana. Martono is trying to catch up Dika Maulana. Let's see whether the BMW power here is able to getting into Dika Maulana. And there's a lot of things that actually happening on the midfield positions. As you can see here, guys, there's a lot of battle happening right now between Takuma and Fernando. Very interesting. Okay, Williams Newton and Dika Maulana. Preston Martono is still trying to catch up and Dika Maulana here. Ayudhistira on the 4th position right now. He's also trying to closing the 0.3 gap with Preston Martono. Ilham is gaining the gap with Ayudhistira, the 0.8 gap. Reyes, our driver overseas from Philippines, number 5 Takuma is actually getting so much gap here. Is 2 seconds gap with the first row of race today. So when our race, so a lot of things is able to happen. Almost, guys, it's almost. Grano is almost smooth there, gaining so much control, and Harsono is trying to take the advantage of Gudirato, which is actually getting some trouble there with his control of the car. You can see there's a lot of battle. Goodman is still trying to getting back his position with Harsono. This corner trying to getting from the outside. Oh my god, what's actually happening? There is some little bit impact with Sandy Setiawan. This actually his buddy from Javasim, his teammate from Javasim. Things that actually is not expected to see, like drivers on the same team getting impact each other, but it's supposed to be not intentionally. Surprisingly, Preston Martono, guys, is already on the 2nd position. Well, Dika Maulana here is already on the 5th position. So there's a battle actually happening on the front row. And of course, in the first few laps of the race, a lot of things that actually able to happen. Well, Andreas Yudhistira from Dr. E Racing is using the Dr. E Racing. He's trying to catch up with Dika Maulana. No, sorry. So Dika Maulana is actually able to want to catch up with Ilham. And it's also another battle that actually happened between Yudhistira and Preston Martono. This is going to be very, very interesting to see battle of top field here. He's trying to do their best. This is the corner that is very tricky. As you can see. Oh, this is Gavin such a good job of catching up with President Martin. So he was looking for a gap here. Let's see whether Mistira is able to passing President Martin using the same car brand BMW on the race today. Very interesting to see, and this is also nice to see that the driver are actually not using the same livery from BMW. Andres from DRE Racing is using the Scholar. I can say it's kind of slightly bluish and purple. It's very good. Andika Momolana here. Try to catch Ilhan 0.4, while Rendra is also trying to steal from the behind, trying to catch up in this corner with Andika Momolana. It's a very good job. Oh my god, it's awesome. Trying to getting as much time to as possible in the straight like Silverstone with a lot of high speed corner. Actually, able to get the much advantage when you're able to get this close into the car. You can see that Reyes is really taking advantage of the slipstream, but also Andika Moss getting the slipstream from Ilham. But Reyes here is really getting close with Andika Moana. Rusty Reyes from Philippines, co-driver from Fiat Racing, is actually trying to invade drivers from Indonesia. You can see here, guys, Russell Reyes is getting really close with Andika Moana. Oh, it's actually Andika is also, you can see, is still really under pressure right now from Reyes. Is really getting that much press from behind. Hopefully there's no impact that can be possibly happening. Getting really close, getting taken advantage of the slipstream. Reyes is able to successfully passing Andika Momolana. As you can see, Andika Momolana of course won't give up that easily. This is a battle between non-BMW on the list today of Silverstone. Well, in the other field too as well, in the midfield, you can see there's also battle happening between Sandy Setiawan and Rizkio, which is actually trying to passing from behind Sandy Setiawan. Good job. You hear the sound of McLaren here, this very sexy sound. Trying to catch up with BMW here. The train of the BMW in front of him. Of course, in the car like McLaren, which is really agile and really good in corner. In the track, it just has a lot of high speed, like Silverstone. Of course, it needs some efficiency. And how Sandy Setiawan able to maintain the car very well to really carry on speed as much as possible, because somehow the high speed track by Silverstone be able to like really carry on speed as much as possible, really accumulate on next corner and so on. And it affected also when we were on getting the technical advantage from our technology by using the side slipstream. Of course, Sandy Setiawan here is really want to catch up and getting into the top 10 of the race today. Getting into the 11 is not a good sign of performance from Sandy Setiawan. Sandy Setiawan is actually not the only. We also have Granto from Javasim, which is on the 9th position. Okay, coming back to Sandy Setiawan, this is the very close battle actually happening right now with Sandy Setiawan and Rizkio. Rizkio somehow is also trying to catch up with our driver of Javasim, Granto, while Granto is trying to catch up with Awi Sahab, which is very interesting. Our driver from Gamasala. So there's a lot of train here. You can see, guys, very interesting to see. The driver is trying to getting into the top 10 positions, battle between the 11 and the 10. But Gunderato 2 is trying the best to beat Always Sahab. So it is the battle between 3 BMW and 1 McLaren. Oh, what's happening right now, guys? Reyes already passing. Andika Mamono is trying to pass our drivers from Gamasla to impatience from Philippine driver to Indonesian driver. This is the real threat. Sandy Sewan is somehow able to get into the 10th position. Okay, Gunderanto is also able to currently in the 8th position. Now he's trying to also getting into all shot. But Randy Reyes is still getting so much pressure, to Ilham with its BMW. So it's just very nice to see our Bentley here is able to give me such another color for the race today, which is dominated by BMW car. Red Reyes is currently trying to get as many slipstream as possible from the driver in front of him. So with a car like Bentley, of course, it's able to really hitting all the curves possibly happen in front of you. But for the track like Silverstone, one of the advantages that you can see from the Bentley is how it actually giving so much high speed, and the top speed is actually pretty much giving to the advantage for the race beating against the BMW. Who knows, I never tried BMW before, but seems like this car is also having kind of good performance. Alright, guys, so this is it. Brother, yes, he is still trying to give him the best so far. Fighting so far currently is on actually 0.4 gap, which is still battle by Andy Carmona, also shadowing from behind to get into the position of Reyes and Ilham. So that's it. Javasim Marcono is actually pretty much alone. It's a 4-second gap in front and 1 gap and behind of him. And let's check what's happening in the midfield. Ooh, it's actually there's a train of the cars actually getting into battle here. So there's 0.3 gaps between Faustino, Zed, Zuril, Sumo Dobila, and Audi Devanugraha, which is pretty close right now. Trying to passing Sumo Dobila from behind. Audi Devanugraha is trying to get into the top 20 of the race, of course, for the race like today. It is very challenging with 4 to 5 drivers actually on the track, getting in the position that you guys expecting to. It's such interesting to get this much traffic happening currently in the street. Okay, Devanugraha is trying to passing from inside, but still Sumo Dobila is able to defend it very well. Ooh, almost, guys. Very interesting. See how the Devanugraha is still giving so much pressure to the Sumo Dobila from the outside. Now it's trying from the inside, switching back and forth between the racing line just to getting that kind of opportunity, but the defension from Sumo Dobila is still able to block Devanugraha from passing him any direction possible so far. Now let's see, Randy Reyes is still under fire, catching up with Ilham from behind. Woo. Very interesting. See, of course, all the driver here is able to giving the kind of pressure. Alright, Reyes is able to passing. Oh, almost. Oh, not yet. Actually, it's like 0.0 gap. It's like really close here, guys. He is now trying to catch up from the left side, but this is not possible. Ilham is actually blocking Reyes. Russell from the net, he is trying to getting another opportunity from the inside, but he's still. Reyes is still. Oh, very interesting. This under corner here is able to get an opportunity. Getting from the inside. This is chicane going from another resident. It's kind of interesting to see the side by side. Russell Reyes is able to push Ilham on the side of the track, but still he's able to getting that back. While in the same time to Andika Ramamolana is actually from behind. He's getting that kind of advantage. The battle that's happening on the bed. And Russell Reyes is able to passing Ilham. Well, Andika Ramamolana is taking that advantage to also trying to getting into other position. Andika Ramamolana is still trying to getting into this battle and just slipping from the outside into alright, into wrestle. Very interesting, guys. Very nice battle between three brand of the car, and the BMW has to be left behind, and Russell Reyes is just running, giving so much gap with Andika Ramamolana, while Ilham, of course, is still trying his best to catching up with the race. So this is the battle 3-car manufacturer, which is surprisingly, guys, very interesting to see. All the driver here is trying his best to catching up and giving as best performance possible for them catching up and to really show that even this is just the fun race, but of course all driver heroes looks very furious, and when it comes to racing, of course, whatever the motivations, just getting into competition with your peers is something that you actually want to give your best shot. Alright, Sunny Setiawan is also still betting with his skill. This battle is still happening, and it's really much the driver and still not having that kind of consistency here. Not much thing changing on his position, except Andika Ramamolana is now trying to getting into a race with Ilham. He's still struggling from the alright, so yeah, guys, let's see what's happening actually on the bottom field. Indra Ferianto, Y Lab, sorry, is using also BMW, trying to catch up with Jordi Pranata. Really nice battle there, actually. I can see Mutubi also trying to catch up with Indra Ferianto from behind. Well, Randa Havas, our driver of Javasim, also struggling in the 28th position. Coming back on the top, Andika Ramamolana is still there. Ilham Safir is still there. Not so much things actually happening. Well, Rescue and Sunny Setiawan is still also on the battle. There are 41 minutes still remaining for the race, so this is actually not showing what possibly can be happen on the race, because still going strong race, not even on the whole of the race. Andika Ramamolana is now actually trying his best to close the gap with Reyes. So it's almost 1 second gap, so not much thing you can expect. Rescue with the BMW is trying to passing Gigan Viranto. So it's a battle for the top 10, where Sunny Setiawan is able to already getting into the top 10 position in this 14th race. Now it's side by side with Rizkio, and this one able to take the advantage with so much wider. But it's a very good, solid move from Setiawan. It's able to getting advantage on how McLaren is able to really getting into the fast corner very well. Rizkio now he's still not actually giving up the position. He's still trying to giving so much pressure to Sunny Setiawan, so switching back and forth with Sunny Setiawan and Rizkio. Rizkio currently is still shadowing Sunny Setiawan, almost getting back his position, but right now it's just a matter of Sunny Setiawan want to hold the position or actually just giving back to Rizkio, because Rizkio is getting the kind of slipstream from Sunny Setiawan with a track like Silverstone. It's just easy getting into more speed, but it's no matter how you defend the driver from the defense is actually strong or just trying to play safe, or the driver behind is actually just wants to play hard too as well. It depends on the racecraft or the GT driver. Now going into the 2B, which is battling in the Ferianto EY lap. Still battling with the car here. It's a nice livery you can see here, guys. And 2B with the Mercedes. Mercedes used to be an out-from car in national personal community, but currently, surprisingly, BMW is dominating our race today with the new car, which is just out from the Aston Corsa community. It seems like it's become the favorite by most of the drivers. And Kurtubi Indra Ferianto is trying to catch up with Mada Andika, which is still Mada Andika. Surprisingly, he is currently using the old Aston Martin, isn't it? Wow, nice car choose from Mada Andika. But Kurtubi right now is battling with Indra Ferianto. Side by side, oh my god! Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh my god. Kurtubi and Indra Ferianto has to be deal with the damage, I guess, happening because of the too hard move from both of the drivers. Oh, it's sorry to hear that. And yeah, Randa Havas and actually McLaren Aston Martin guys is actually currently using McLaren here. He is trying to already passing Indra Ferianto, who is actually having damage on the car. He's kind of slow right now. Indra Ferianto, Alapus is also trying to pass Indra Ferianto. There's still some battling happening with Jody Pranta and Calvin Che, 0.4 second. And let's see on the top, guys. Sunny Setiawan is already climbing on the 9th position, while in the top position right now, in the top 10, there's not much things happening because the gap between the Presi Martono, Yudhistira, Reyes, Andika Molana, and Al-Shab Rana is not that kind of battle. Sunny Setiawan is currently on the battling with Gugun Wiranto. Some drivers from Javasim side by side going from the inside. Sunny Setiawan is really brave in getting the position. Wiranto is, of course, even is on a teammate. And you can see, guys, also Rizkio is a 3 wide currently happening, guys. Sunny Setiawan is from your side and Gugun in the middle, but Sunny Setiawan is really brave on pushing Gugun almost on the outside, but Gugun is still getting advantage in the next race line from the inside. Sunny Setiawan surprisingly from the outside as well, also able to getting into much speed, while Rizkio here also trying to getting into some opportunity from the battle. This is actually currently is happening between two of the driver. So Rizkio, Wiranto, and Sunny Setiawan is currently still trying his best to actually getting into opportunity to passing Gudbrata is really under pressure with two cars behind him, which is trying his best to passing the car. As you can see now, guys, they rescue from Aston Racing. He is trying to getting that kind of slipstream. Well, Sunny Stiawan too as well with his teammate from Javasim. This is the battle between two BMW and one McLaren in the middle. As you can see, Sunny Stiawan is solid performance here. Of course, with so much loyalty on the McLaren. Some of the reasons why Sunny Stiawan belongs because of the stability of the car, which is really like it for apart from many cars like showing, or I mean, the McLaren is actually having kind of good design with a lot of visibility on front. And you can see, guys, rescue here, Sunny Stiawan and Duranto having this kind of close battle right now. Battle between the two team member. Alright, so guys, this is it. As you can see right now, Sunny Stiawan up the motorsports livery is shadowing Gudranto. Is really close. It's a 0.3 gap with Gudranto. The track, like in Silverstone, of course, is the matter of being able to carry on speed as many as possible from corner to corner. Well, also some advantages by the slipstream. Not to mention also there's so much high concentration that you need to get and maintain during the race. It's so much flowy and high speed corner on Silverstone. Not to mention also too as well that track like Silverstone it still also give you so much oh, Sunny Stiawan has to deal with some maneuver, I guess some mistake from Sunny Stiawan, you can say. What's actually happening from Sunny Stiawan? He's trying to getting into Gudranto, and then what's happening is that when Sunny Stiawan is trying to catch up with Gudranto, he is, I guess, already getting really close with Gudranto, really close, and trying to almost get him from the inside, but on this corner, I guess. No? Oh, I guess still good. Okay. So, and trying to. Okay, so he's actually almost touched Gudranto from behind, and he's like just to play it safe and just avoiding some collision that might happen. He's just not doing that. Alright. Alright guys, so going into the position, Jose Martino actually is only getting close with Williams Sonoto. Surprisingly, Jose Martino is able to keep up with the BMW, with another BMW from Williams Sonoto. Of course, you can see the Ryan Reyes here is actually having the 10-second gap with Cristina. Let's see whether Reyes is able to really maintain speed and getting into as many speed as possible to getting more position on this speed. first position. It's a solid performance from President Martona here. As you can see from the onboard cam, yes, it's a solid performance with a very perfect racing line. President Martona, which is currently is giving so much pressure to Williams from behind. It's actually a slipstream from the car, which is actually giving the camera to President Martona to show the dominance of the driver that is the driver of the driver, which President Martona former F2 driver, I guess, also the CEO of the GT3. Actually making use of his figures. Just see how it begins their peers. As you can see, the solid performance from Williams. It's giving competitiveness against Mr. Martin. There's a lot of things actually happening on the race today. Well, Yudhishthira also on the third position. Racing Martin here is as a sort of performance because Presley is actually on pole position. And yeah, guys, so it's the place on the pit stop. As you can see, some of the driver is not in the pit stop. Sandy Xiao is actually on the pit stop too as well. Racing Martin already is still battling with Sunyoto. You can see here, guys, very close there. Let's see Martona. Let's see actually happening, guys. Let's see from the bigger picture. When Racing Martona is trying to pass Williams Sunyoto, there's a traffic actually happening. There's some cars which blocking. Let's see, and some drivers on the top 3 here. Not sure who are they, but actually this is getting the series with some of the drivers is already getting into some collision attack. Second this series Yudhishthira is on the field right now. Let's see some of the drivers on the top position. He still has to maintain to get into the pit. Okay, so President Martona is still battling with Sunyoto time, and we're expecting when the race is about like 1 hour, we can expect some traffic that most likely possible to happen. President Martona get down now. Alright, so you can see, guys, President Martona, Sunyoto, actually almost there's so much opportunity on the President Martona side because Sunyoto is actually having so much things happening. And Tika Ramona is speeding right now. President Martona is trying to catch up while in front of you have Linda Ferianto for traffic. Okay, Williams Sunyoto is trying to pass Linda Ferianto, and also he is getting so much pressure from behind. Ferianto realized that there is a blue flag on his rear, just giving the camera that is good from Ferianto. Back and alright, almost there, guys. So Williams Sunyoto. Alright, so this is actually happening with the distribution of car currently. Alright, to be able to get rid of this thing. Changes so far. While we're waiting for that, we can just take a look on the other side of the track. Marcos El Lopez, sprint driver from the Philippines in July. Right now in July. Oh, some contact, guys! Really hard. Oh my god. So, what actually happening is... That's it. Oh! Actually, this is the battle between, I guess, against the slow car, the flying car. Unfortunately, he has to deal with kind of situations. Coming back to the first stop position, Javasim Martino is still trying to get an opportunity to pass. There's not much thing actually happening from July here. Currently, he's trying to get July. Okay, let's get right now. Is BMW. Nice. Ooh, so wide there. It's pushing too hard. Just able to control the car. Trying to get as much speed, but actually able to get control. Get into the car. Alright. It's just on the pit, guys. He's already losing a lot of position. Maybe he's almost retired. Not sure what's happening with Andika Maulana, but Javasim Martino still. So let's see. Ilham also on the pit right now. Almost. Silverstone is still trying his best to get into the first position. I guess I enjoy what actually happened on the weekend. Let's also hear that Silverstone has is very good control, of course. Driver's calibers. Right. This way, turn, which requires a lot of stability. This is one of the most fancy game in Silverstone. Is able to control it very good, at least because we get 0.2 seconds. Straight, guys. Losing some time here. But now with the braking, we are just able to get into braking briefly. As you can see, the gear is not another short game in Silverstone. So in the restaurants, he's trying to get another nice oh, here we go guys. Javasim Martino is getting the opportunity from the outside, but still cannot defense from Williams Nyoto. It's just actually not easily able to give that kind of position to Javasim Martino. This is the third battle with the driver, I can say. So while the driver is actually already mastered the car very well. Jody Pranata. Actually, is able to already gaining position. Nice. Christiansen with Oliver Van Graha. Just currently very interesting to see this battle here now. Christiansen and Oliver Van Graha in 0.1 split second. Nice. Christiansen trying to passing from the outside, but it's fair because I can say too much action is going on. It's not that furious, of course. And then Davis or Javasim also in 16th position. Surprisingly, actually, because of the Davis just up for 11 only passing Christiansen, but Christiansen is just not giving that position easily, not side by side. It's almost 3 wide on here with Ebenezer on the followed up by Ivan Nugraha, Ebenezer, and is that. So actually there's a slow car here is being and Christiansen. Oh, it's actually Kubiranto, guys. Kubiranto with Ebenezer and Christiansen is being involved in such a battle currently right now in the driver here. All BMW is from 5 driver because Christiansen, unfortunately, what's happening? No, actually we are trying to get it as possible on what actually happened with Christiansen. He's trying to passing Kubiranto, but not sure whether there's a sliver or is much really a pace behind, but actually some control over the curves that Christiansen is unable to maintain because maybe with a 1 hour race like this, of course, car condition is always expecting car from as it is. Justin Martin is already on the first, guys. Let's see. Oh, we're missing the battle actually. For the days I was able to inform the race and just to see what battle actually happening because most things currently happening so far. But currently is also battling with Jose Martin. Surprisingly, this battle is still being happening even it's like passing Jose Martin is better. He's able to catch up well with Jose Martin is really sure the best is done. Ultimately, both the driver I guess also need to show and also need to getting into pit stop because it's the managed pit stop, and as you can see it's so interesting because both of the driver from the top position right now haven't get into the pit stop yet. For the driver here is still need to serve the mandatory pit stop. Not to mention, maybe some of the things will change because how you need to brake during the pit stop entrance, and not to mention also the early strategy that the Silverstone and the had from the beginning will also determine like how much advantages from each driver able to gain for the race. So guys, this is it. Jose Martono and Wilson Yoto actually is already getting the gap. The gap is 1 second gap. Now one driver supposed to getting into pit stop. Well, I can see that Andika Ramaulana is he is giving up the gas. I'm not sure what is the things behind this, but we are not able to expect some show that Eddie Gadamona is sent on. But this is what performance actually from Andika Molana in the beginning of the race. Let's see whether he's going to comment on something on our discussion. Just let you guys know. Aldo Balagunan is another driver from the Philippines with a surprisingly Ferrari in this race. He's trying to catch up with the speed. Sanistiawan is running now. He's also right up to the line position. Surprisingly, Sanistiawan is what performance here. So good job. That is good job. He's already on the 27th position. Not sure what's happening. Randall, but actually this is not a performance from Randall from race day. Lagunan driver from the Philippines is also another innovation for travel. Van der Reyes is having more than 10 seconds gap with the not sure whether he is able to get the top altogether, and this fellow driver from the Philippines is still getting fire with some speed to get into this 5th position in top 5 of the race today. William Hazer, our driver of Javasim, is actually the captain of Javasim, who's trying to get him into the top positions here. As you can see, William Hazer using the BMW. Surprisingly, it's not his record so far. He's able to passing from the inside. Very good move. Able to maintain it as well. There is some slightly contact with the Faustino. Wow, William Hazer. But not sure what's happening, guys. It's kind of interesting to see here. I would just want to give some back. So William Hazer actually getting contact, but right now William Hazer actually just giving his position back. So it's another rest grab from the driver actually when you pushing too hard and you realize that you're giving the kind of contact with the driver behind you. So it's your job to actually just giving up the position back and just continue bending from things that are already happening. So very slow performance from William Hazer. Vicky with Christiansen, I guess. Oh, with R. Abdurrahman. Oh, okay. So Dwiki is already passing R. Abdurrahman. Nice movement there. William Sunyoto and Joseph Martin. Both driver is still not getting into the pit stop yet. So right now, guys, let's see how the driver is getting into the pit stop, because it's interesting to see each driver get into the pit stop. I guess it's the time for the bottom driver to get into the pit stop, or the bottom driver is getting some points. While also Sandy Setiawan is actually behind William Sunyoto. Oh, what's happening, guys? It's almost some contact from Sandy Setiawan to William Sunyoto. Okay, Sandy Setiawan shadowing William Sunyoto from behind. It's very interesting because it is the time for him to getting into the pit stop. Yes. So let's see. Alright, so it's the time for him to get into the pit stop. Joseph Maruna is not getting into the pit stop yet. Surprisingly, what kind of strategy is it from Joseph Maruna? And hopefully he's not just forget that he needs to do the mandatory pit stop, because if not, there will be some penalty being applied for the driver for not getting into the pit stop. Let's see, guys, there's some other things that's happening on the track. Why Adi Udadi from New Racing Team by RT is trying to catch up with this skill to get into the 5 top positions. Right hand corner is a high speed. After the high speed strike is getting into the famous hairpin. You can see there's a curves which is being eaten by Adi now. It's just getting really close, almost side by side on that corner. So by Adi, Adi is now trying to giving it so much pressure with rescue from behind. This is going to be very fun to see, like Photo Trapper maintaining the best performance of the car, because with 1 hour race you can really expect the tire performance, or maybe some driver will already get some damage on the car, has to maintain and survive the current conditions with a 1 hour race. And track like Silverstone, of course, the tire is already being grids very much. And as you can see guys here, Yuda Adi solid performance is almost passing Rescue, but actually the gap is increasing right now. Calvin tries side by side with F. Faustino. Very good show here, as you can see from Bottle Driver with Ferrari. The double Ferrari is having battle on its own. Calvin Chai with Faustino passing from the inside. Faustino has to go wide, while Chai here is still giving the pressure side by side, coming from the inside, is switching back position almost. Alright, interesting to see back. So actually guys, as you can see here, like Calvin Chai is almost losing his traction by hitting the grass. So this is actually what's happening. Ooh. Alright, let's go back to the track. What's happening right now? Russell Reyes is already on the second position with a 13 gaps with Percy Martano. So it seems like there is such a things happening right now. As you can see that Reyes is taking the lane pit stop. And currently Russell Reyes is also need to get in 1 pit stop. So it means that Russell Reyes is maybe will not on the position so far for a long time, because he needs to getting into pit stop. So does Jose Martin, even they actually having 27 gaps with Jose Martin with Williams Toyota, but it's the time for Williams Toyota to actually also passing both between Jose Martin and Russell Reyes, because both drivers are still getting in, not getting in pit stop yet. So interesting, it's very interesting guys to see both the driver, which is actually on the top position, is haven't get into the pit stop yet, and Williams Toyota can precisely getting into pit stop, and that can have that kind of strategy to really into the position. So let's see, I will just go and changing the position. As you can see, Russell Reyes is on the pit stop right now. Let's see, Williams Toyota is currently trying to beat Russell Reyes time, I guess. He's already passing Russell Reyes, so Williams Toyota is already past Russell Reyes on the pit stop, and currently Williams Toyota is on the second position with the 41 gap with Percy Martin. So it's the matter of the time that Percy Martin need to getting into the pit stop with this race. So 5 minutes remaining for the Percy Martin to getting into the pit stop, and not sure whether it's going to affecting how Polo Driver is going to into skip. So Percy Martin is haven't getting into the pit
pit stop yet. And Coffin Chai is still also on the pit with Bolsonaro. Oh, it's a long-lasting battle, guys. As you can see, Coffin Chai with the Ferrari is giving so much pressure with Bolsonaro. It's coming from the inside on the straight. It's a good opportunity to really getting into the brave positions when you're just about foolishly passing in the last 5 minutes of the race. Of course. Okay guys, so Bensi Maruno is on the pit right now. William Sunyoto is actually trying to getting back into the first, and let's see whether this 20-second gaps right now is still decreasing so fast. Bensi Maruno is able to getting into pit soon, getting on pit soon. It's a 10 second, 9 second, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, William Sunyoto is already passing Bensi Maruno here on the pit stop in the last 5 minutes of the race. So it means that all the driver here is going to be there's a lot of strategy here is happening, guys. Even like in the most of the race, Bensi Maruno is actually leading, but maybe this is a strategy that you will not see during the race, that actually Bensi Maruno is haven't taken any pit stop yet. With that, so by things that Bensi Maruno has to deal with on the race, now he is actually going down into, where is it? Where is Bensi Maruno? I cannot see. Is he bail out? Yeah, I think Bensi Maruno is not on the track anymore, so he is taking the pit stop, while also going out from the track. So yeah, honestly, we cannot see actually what's happening because it's actually the ending of the race, the last lap, I guess, from the William Sunyoto, followed by the rest of the race with 2 seconds gap, Yudhishthira 19 second gap, Adi 4 seconds gap. And while waiting for that race to end, you can still enjoy battle between Coffin Chai and Willie Ebenezer. Close game here. Willie Ebenezer is just too wide, and Coffin Chai is just trying to passing from the inside, as you can see, also from both sides. Coffin Chai is trying to get into. Wow, it's a very nice move, but they was just not giving that position easily. And side by side with Coffin Chai's battle between Ferrari and BMW, Coffin Chai is actually able to getting back his position. Now, Willie Ebenezer is still trying to catch up and getting into ahead of Coffin Chai again. It's a very solid move by Coffin Chai, and as you can see here, guys, in the last few minutes of the race, of course, some of the driver will furiously trying to catch up, while Sandi Setiawan is also trying to get into 7th position with the Aditya Satya. Sandi Setiawan here with the McLaren, surprisingly a solid performance from Javasim. Sandi Setiawan, which is able to get into the top 10 positions of the race today. As you can see, guys, Sandi Setiawan here is trying to really giving so much pressure to Aditya Satya, of course, with the race today. Oh, it's a brave movement from Sandi Setiawan, just getting that one opportunity from the set, but of course it's very difficult with the driver like Adi Satya with its Ferrari, so both is no BMW car in the Silverstone track. Sandi Setiawan, he is trying to giving his best shot and trying all maneuver possible, but it's actually William Sunyoto currently is on the last lap, guys. Here now we're just able to see our driver here is trying to just finish his race of the today. While waiting for that, as you can see, Sandy Setiawan is also still having battle with Adi Satya. Nice, 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 nice. Coming from side by side to the next corner. Sandy Smita. Okay, ooh, it's a contact on the last lap. Congratulations, William Smita and Russell Race for finishing off the track today. It's following up by Yudhishthira on the third positions. Congratulations. Then followed by Yuda Adi on the fourth position. It's getting into the last corner, I guess. Yuda Adi, oh no, it's actually a lot of gap here. It's not last corner. It's a 30 seconds gap. Okay. So Yuda Adi on the fourth position, I guess. He is still finishing the track. But this will still happen between Sandy Setiawan and Rizkyo. Rizkyo and Balagunan here. Sorry, Rizkyo and Balagunan. So yeah, Yuda Adi, congratulations for the 4 positions. Now Balagunan is also still having battle on the last lap. Okay. Balagunan and Rizkyo in the 5 and the 6 positions. Followed Sandy Setiawan, congratulations, good performance. Adi Satya on the 8th position and Aulia Wafik Priyanata in the 9th position. So that's it, guys, for the race today. So it's just so nice to see and getting back into the race after a while and commenting about the race today. As you can see, that a lot of drivers already finished the race for today. There's some things that can be highlighted, as you can see, like Jose Martino is actually bailed out from the race at the end of the race. Actually, slide performance from the beginning till the end, but on the pit stop, Presley just disappeared. But also solid performance by Andika Rama Maulana, but actually also staying on the pit stop for the rest of the race. So yeah, it's just nice to see you guys race today. Thank you so much for joining our live stream today. Also thank you for all the drivers. To mention big thanks for Om Pradita who facilitated the race for today. And thank you again, guys, for watching this video, and see you again in the next week race. Don't forget to subscribe and also to join our Javasim weekly race for the next week. It's going to be interesting to see drivers who are actually preparing their best to the upcoming Asila Corsa competition that might happen for this year. So join our Discord channel, Javasim discord.io/Javasim to get updates from the latest race and some other information, and also to just hang out with the folks in the community. So thank you, bye bye, see you again next week.